Coming up next, boys high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Start of the junior varsity game, Lorain in the white uniforms, Bedford in the green.
I missed it.
We'll wait.
Well, we're going to see those who are with us, we're going to see the pace of the game speed up significantly.
And that's a very good point. That's one of the big differences.
Yep.
Lorain with the basketball to begin this junior varsity game. And we'll get you their starters here momentarily. Driving to the basket.
Good
scooping and missing the shot is Deshaun Brooks. Starting five for Lorain, coached by Matt Killian in his second year. They're 11-1. It'll be Jalil Little, Marquay Black-Wright, Deshaun Brooks, Charles Pierre-Lewis, and Robert Davis. With the basketball, Charles Pierre-Lewis.
Wow.
Gets it out to Deshaun Brooks.
Bedford packing that zone in too.
Yep. There's a cross-court pass that's going to go too far. It'll go to Bedford. Bearcats basketball.
Nice look up the floor.
There's a steal. Charles Pierre-Lewis lays it up and in. And the Titans lead 2-0.
That was Deshaun Brooks on the steal. And
full court press, they get another steal.
Nice pass.
They pass ahead, shot goes up, a block, but we're going to get a foul, and we're going to get free throws for the Titans. Okay. So the Titans with a nice start here, Bob, with that press like the varsity uses.
Well, you know, there are points to be had, especially at the freshman and JV level if you pressure. And then, you know, if you could pressure, turn them over and score, you don't have to go through that zone.
Free throw up, and it is Marquay Black-Wright, a 6-foot sophomore at the line. Trying to make 1 out of 2 here. Marquay Black-Wright, left-handed free throw shooter, puts it up, and it's in and out. Rebound comes down to the Bedford Bearcats, and with that rebound is James Jones. Jones will get it ahead to Barryon Sweeney. Sweeney reverse layup, no good. Rebound of Jalil Little. Little pass into the front court. Brooks with it. Cross court, back to Little against the zone. Passes it. Now they try to get it inside. It's swatted away. Good hands by James Jones. Jones got the steal. Gets it back. Lays it up. Missed it, though. Offensive rebound and working hard inside. We're going to get a foul. And being fouled was Darren Faulkner.
Well, you've got to be patient down there at the other end against that zone. I mean, you just can't force it in there. You want to reverse the basketball, force that zone to shift.
And we got a
number 30.
Thank you.
3. That's a 3.
3 ball for Faulkner. Bedford leads 3-2. Lorain basketball. It is Deshaun Brooks with it. Deshaun Brooks lost control. Stolen away by the Bedford Bearcats. On the drive, laying it up, missing it, but the return is up. Missing that are the Bearcats. Again, 3 chances, point-blank range. They miss them all, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You make a 3, and you miss 3 shots in the paint. That's basketball. Checking in for Lorain, sorry about that. Checking in is Walter Turner. And the Bearcats are going to substitute. They are going to bring into the basketball game a number that we don't have, of course. Glad I ran down and asked the coach about his numbers. Faulkner with a jumper, put his up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Lorain. Titans with the basketball. They get it ahead, shot goes up, no good. And going to the line will be Charles Pierre-Lewis.
Well, another good look up the floor, I'll tell you. It's a skill to be able to dribble the basketball, even one dribble, and make an accurate pass well up the floor.
Free throw up by Charles Pierre-Lewis. It's up and in, his 3rd point of the ball game.
And one of our other rules is first open man up the floor gets the basketball.
That's a good rule.
It is.
Second free throw up and in. So Pierre-Lewis makes them both. 4-3, Titans lead. Man-to-man defense for the Titans. Charles Pierre-Lewis on the defense, bringing it into the front court.
Good help.
Was Sweeney. Baseline shot up, no good, and Pierre Lewis quickly gets the rebound. He'll get it to Jalil Little. Little with the basketball. Bounce pass on the right or left wing to Walter Turner. Baseline left, Pierre Lewis on the drive, kicks it out. 3-ball up by Little. It's off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to our man with no name. It's like the America song back when you were at OU, Bob.
There you go.
It's stolen away, and here comes Charles Pierre Lewis. Lewis into the front court. Lewis will scoop and around the rim and out, no good. Varian Sweeney with it. Sweeney gets it into the front court.
Good defense by the JVs here, really.
Jump stop in the middle, puts it up, off the glass and in. Josh Cadwell with a basket, his first two. And it's 5-4. Bedford leads by 1 with 3:40 to go in the first half, or first quarter, I should say. On the baseline right with the basketball for the Titans.
That's it. Nice look inside. Nice.
Charles Pierre Lewis with it. He has all 6 points for Lorain. They lead 6-5. Varian Sweeney with the basketball. Had it knocked away. It'll go out of bounds, and Bedford will keep it.
I'll tell you, I give Coach Killian a lot of credit. I haven't had the chance to watch the JVs much this year, but last year I was so impressed with how they ran their offense. I mean, it was a clinic. And then the other thing I noticed this year also, the kids play really hard.
Bedford basketball.
You know, and he's not a fiery kind of screamy stomping guy over there. He's very cool and composed, and they really play hard.
Putting it up, in and out, no good, and it'll be Darren Faulkner going to the line for 2. .306 to go in the first quarter. Titans lead 6-5.
Again, not a lot of size for the Titans. Deshaun Brooks at 6'3", the tallest on the roster. Everybody else 6 or under.
Free throw off the back of the rim, no good.
I take that back. Robert McAfee is 6'2".
Faulkner will try to make 1 out of 2. Bends the knees, puts it up, and he does that. Darren Faulkner with 4, and it's 6-6, 3 minutes to go first quarter. Deshaun Brooks, cross court.
That's it.
Nice pass inside,
Oh, yeah.
and the Titans with a basket.
Good skip pass from the corner and then look down to the baseline. Well done.
Carlos Chavis with his first 2. 8-6 Titans. Bedford with the basketball. They trail by 2. With it is Faulkner. He'll measure a 3 and he'll hit it. Darren Faulkner with his second 3 of the quarter. He's got 7 of Bedford's 9 points. And the Bearcats lead 9-8. Into the front court, baseline left. Measuring a 3 for the Titans, missing that was Brooks, and the rebound comes down to Bedford. Faulkner with it into the front court. Faulkner looks. So back to Dante Harris, back to Faulkner, and Faulkner's going to be fouled.
Well, third team foul on the Titans for the quarter.
On the inbounds, Bedford has it. They lead 9-8 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. They throw it away, and saving the ball for the Lorain Titans is Walter Turner. They get it ahead to Jalil Little off the glass. Nobody's fouled, and Little will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Gym's starting to fill up, Rob.
It is.
I mean, it's the first quarter of the JV game, and
the word is out. You want to watch the Titans at home, you got to get here early. Free throw up, no good. Well, when you're undefeated, word spreads, doesn't it?
Yep.
Little, line right, put it up, and he made 1 out of 2. So Jalil Little with his first point. And we're tied at 9 with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Barry Sweeney, and lost it out of control, out of bounds, I should say, to the Lorain Titans.
You see, the pressure that the JVs put on the basketball has resulted in 3 turnovers thus far this quarter. Just their pressure on the ball.
Titan basketball. Cross-court pass is going to be intercepted. Can't throw it like that. Picked off by the Bedford Bearcats, driving to the basket. We're going to get a foul and a couple of free throws.
Yeah, that foul's going to be on number 24, Walter Turner, I believe.
Well, I got a couple Bearcats that I don't have the numbers here for. Kenny Wilkins at the line. All right, so he changed his number. Free throw up and in. Nothing like running down, talking to the head coach. Coach, who are your starters? Coach,
Yep.
Who isn't playing? They're all here. Coach, are all these numbers right? You point to them. They're all right. Half of them are wrong.
As long as we know the Titan names, that's nice.
Titans with the basketball. And we're going to have a travel, and that was Turner traveling. And coming in for the Lorain Titans, Marquay Black-Wright comes into the game. Coming out is Walter Turner. 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Bedford leads 10-9. Alongside Bob Braskich, I'm Rob Polinsky. First quarter JV basketball. Kenny Wilkins into the front court. Bounce pass top of the circle to James Jones. His pass a little too much on it. Try to get it to Devon Bender. Right idea, but they had too much on it.
That was well executed. They set a little back screen on the weak side and made the good cut. Just couldn't handle the ball.
Jalil Little for the Lorain Titans. Gets it to Charles Pierre-Louis. Back to Little. Little spins, kicks it outside. A 3-ball in the corner. It's up and in. And making that 3 is Deshaun Brooks. His first points of the ball game. 12-10 Lorain. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wilkins gets it into the front court, beats the press by himself. Back outside, the Bearcats work it. It's poked from behind by Brooks. Loose on the floor, and it's going to get stolen away, and we're going to have a foul as Charles Pierre-Louis is going to be fouled as he tried to get away, but stopping that break was Trenton Cloud. .35 seconds to go first quarter. Titans by 2. And they knock it out of bounds. It'll be Lorain to inbound. And nice job right there by James Jones.
Yeah. Brooks has to be a little bit more patient. He's forcing the basketball a bit. You reverse the basketball. They're trapping the first pass. Get the ball swung to the other side of the floor and then attack.
Jalil Little with it. Baseline left. It went off the hands of a Titan. It'll be out of bounds to Bedford. Went right off the hands of Deshaun Brooks and out of bounds. Bedford basketball. Get it ahead. Darren Faulkner with it. Faulkner's going to drive the baseline and score. Faulkner with a big first quarter, Bob. He's got 9. 10 seconds.
Help too slow getting over there to get to the block.
Charles Pierre-Louis kicks it outside. Deshaun Brooks, a 3-ball. It's in and out. Tipped up by Lewis. No good, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Junior varsity boys basketball after 1. We are tied at 12. Lorain and Bedford. You're watching boys junior varsity basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Have you ever bought a car and then realized you couldn't afford it? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. Don't be insane. At Credit Max Auto, you can get a really great car with a payment you can't afford. Visit us at creditmaxauto.com.
Start of the second quarter, we're tied at 12. The Bedford Bearcats in the green uniforms, the Lorain Titans in blue. If we didn't get a chance to tell you before the game, Bedford 6-3 on the year, Lorain 11-1. Lorain's first loss was the other night at Medina. Their first loss of the season. That was a good junior varsity game. We got a chance to watch some of that before we brought you the varsity game.
It was. Medina executed very well, and it just didn't seem like the Titans were into it.
Jalil Little with the basketball. Mom, do you come from the school? Do you believe that momentum from a JV game does have anything to do with the varsity, whether it's positive or negative?
I don't think it does, but
Okay.
I know good coaches always like to watch the varsity coaches love to watch the JV game because they're usually the JVs are emulating what the varsity does, so they're just taking a look, making sure that their scouting reports were accurate.
Bearcats putting it up, a layup, missing it. Inside, Faulkner lays it up, and his big night continues, Bob.
Yeah.
He has 11 of their 14 points.
But varsity coaches, like the good ones, all watch the JV game, or at least half of it.
Little misses the jumper for the Titans. Here come the Bearcats. Into the front court, they bring it. Behind the back pass,
come
well
on
done
now.
and laid in by James Jones. Very well done.
Wow.
16-12 Bedford. Little gets it on the left wing to Brooks. Back to Little against the zone around the perimeter. They work it. Robert Davis with the basketball on the right wing. Davis looking. Cross-court pass for Brooks. Brooks is going to drive and glide and score.
That's what happens when you reverse the basketball and attack the zone after reversal.
And we've got one of the Titans hurt, so they're going to take a little bit of a timeout here. I think that was the young man who scored the basket, Deshaun Brooks.
Down. Yeah.
Coach Killian's going to come out and make sure that he's all right.
I kind of thought he was fouled, too.
Here we'll see.
Let's see the replay.
There's that behind the back pass. A beautiful pass as they got it into James Jones. And that was a pretty assist there for the Bedford Bearcats. So Bedford leads 16-14. We have 5:37 to go in the first half. And here you'll see Brooks as he drives.
Yeah, I think
scores, and he went down hard. And again, he was shaken up on the play.
Yeah, he's okay from the waist down. Everything's moving. I think the wind got knocked out of him when he landed on the floor, is my guess.
Again, 5:37 to go, first half of our JV contest. Bedford leads 16-14. Alongside Bob Braskich, I'm Rob Polinsky, and now you get a look at Deshaun Brooks as he is going to get up and come out of the ball game. And coming in for the Titans, Marquay Black-Wright, who started, now he comes back in. So it's Black-Wright, Robert Davis, Walter Turner, Jalil Little, and Charles Pierre-Lewis on the floor for the Titans. The floater is up, no good. To return back up and in, and making that Kenny Wilkins.
Well, stickbacks are hurting us.
Wilkins with 3, and Bedford leads 18-14. Walter Turner has it, fakes the 3. Splits the defense, gets it down low, putting it up, scoring, and being fouled is Pierre-Lewis. Bob, he's got 8 in the game, and he'll look for 9 at the line.
We do a pretty good job of attacking what's called the dead spot down there. If the zone guards the ball on the wing with one of their wing players, that dead spot area, or short corner as some people call it, is got to be open, and that's exactly where we attacked on that possession.
Pierre-Lewis with his 3rd free throw of the night. He has 9 points overall, and the Titans are within 1 at 18-17. They trail by 1, 18-17. Pressure in the backcourt. Pass ahead to Faulkner, out of bounds to who? It's going to go to Lorain. Coach Johnson from Bedford pleading for his case.
Pressure defense.
Little with the basketball. Gets it to Walter Turner. Turner back to Jalil Little.
See, there's that dead spot.
Walter Turner.
Right there.
Baseline left. They're going to go cross court. And there's a travel, and they get it on Marquay Black-Wright. He moved that pivot foot.
Yep.
Pretty obvious call there. Again, we want to thank all the members of Club TV 20 that are here with us tonight, all the camera work, all the hard work they're doing. Bob, did you see all the pizza the kids ate between the games? How come I didn't get any? Mine's still sitting here. It's going to be cold by the time I get at halftime.
I did get a piece.
Yeah, I saw you guys all eating, having a time of your lives. I'm working. Timeout on the floor.
I'm not sure who took that timeout.
Well,
yeah, Bedford did.
It is Bedford, and we're going to tell you about our friends at Credimax, who are new to Lorain. They have come to Lorain in the fall of 2014 on Erie and Colorado Avenue. Give them a call, 366-3066. Maybe you've got bad credit, if you've been laid off, maybe you're recently divorced, gone through a bankruptcy, bad things have happened to you. That doesn't make you a bad person. This means you have somebody help you out, give you a break, give you a chance to get a good card, and that's our friends at Credimax. They'll take care of you. On Erie and Colorado, here in Lorain, get a quality car that you can drive to and from work, get the kids back and forth to school, reliable transportation, and it'll help reestablish your credit. Call Credimax, 366-3066, or give them a visit on Erie and Colorado here in Lorain. Bedford basketball, nice back cut. They get it to Faulkner. Good defense. Marquay Black right on Faulkner. Faulkner's got to get rid of it, does so to Dante Harris. And Harris will hand it off to Barryon Sweeney. Back to Faulkner, right elbow jumper right there. Darren Faulkner now with 13. I'm just glad he's not on the varsity. 20-17 Bedford. Walter Turner, a corner three ball off the rim, no good.
That's it.
Marquay Black right fights for the offensive rebound, got it, and he scored his first two.
Good reversal of the basketball.
Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Barryon Sweeney has it at the foul line, kicks it out, three ball, right wing off the rim, no good. Faulkner fought for the rebound, didn't get it. Walter Turner saved it from going out of bounds.
Boy, the Titans play hard.
Lead pass to Charles Pierre Lewis, out to Turner. They work it around the perimeter. Top of the circle, they get it to Jalil Little. Cross court, 1-3-1 zone here for Bedford.
Yeah, they're matching up with us offensively. Our basic offensive set is that.
Little for three, and he hit it from the top of the key. Jalil Little with 4. 22-20. The Titans regain the lead by 2.
Oh, my.
A long three for Bedford. It's stroking that is Barryon Sweeney.
That was
holy smokes. Yes, it was.
That's
and a turnaround. We're going to get a travel on Lorain. Wow, was that a long three ball by the Bearcats.
I mean, he just pulled up and launched.
Yes, he did. He was in between the circles. 23-22. Bearcats lead by 1. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Kenny Wilkins, so far it's been a good JV game, and we're expecting an outstanding varsity game following this. And this crowd continues to file in to see the two undefeated heavyweights in the LEL. Top of the key three ball, no good. Loose on the floor, picked up by Walter Turner for Lorain. Gets it to Jalil Little. He's going to penetrate, put it up. No, the return is up and in.
See, penetration distorts all of your checkout assignments, and your stickbacks are there.
Carlos Chavis with the return, and the Titans lead by 1. Kenny Wilkins, drive, puts it up, and he put it over Turner and scored, and that wasn't easy because that was good defense that time by Turner.
It was good defense. Sometimes you just got to take your hats off. Ouch.
Yep. And there's a steal by Wilkins at the other end. He missed the layup. Faulkner with the rebound. Outside with it now, Sweeney. They lose it, and it'll be a timeout for Lorain. Coach Killian saw that his man Jalil Little was in trouble, had the ball, took the timeout. That's Lorain's first timeout with 2:01 to go in the half. Bedford leads by 1, and your thoughts so far, Bob, on what we're seeing?
Bedford, all of their players are good off the dribble. They really are. And sometimes you got to respect that and maybe take one step back just to contain it. But I've noticed if you can play defense against them, 3 or 4 passes, they get nervous, they get excited, and they get very impatient, and they'll take a bad shot. So, I mean, you've got to take away dribble penetration, number 1, and, play defense. They will take some bad shots. I don't expect them to continue hitting the 3 ball the way they are just by looking at the way the kids shoot the basketball. But, I may be wrong there. But you have to contain the basketball against them. Everybody's good off the dribble.
Freshman game earlier, it was Lorain winning it by a score of 42-37 for those of you who watched the freshman game with us. Again, the freshmen their good season continues. They're at 12-3.
Yeah.
And they win it 50-37. And quickly for the Titans in that freshman game, Eccles had 4, Sturgill with 12, Santana had 1, Zion Cross 2. Leading the way was Davion Dower with 14. Off the bench, Weatherington with 11, and Manny Brown had 6. That was the final scoring in the freshman game that we had earlier. Didn't get a chance to get you that before the close of that freshman game, but I wanted to get it to you while we had a minute. JV Lorain with the basketball, under 2 minutes to go in the half. As this big crowd continues to file in, I think we'll be sold out before the tip-off, I would think. Crowd continues to file in. Marquay Blackwright back up to Jalil Little. Out to Charles Pierre-Lewis. To Little, another 3. Takes it. That one's too strong off the back of the rim. Rebound Barryon Sweeney for Bedford. And they get it into the front court. Sweeney has it. Minute 20 to go. Left side, Wilkins, a long 3 in front of Coach Killian, no good. The return is up around the rim and in.
Man.
And that was Devon Bender with his first 2 off the bench. Bedford by 3. A floater, left baseline. Missing that is Deshaun Brooks, but good to see Brooks back into the game after he was hurt earlier. Bedford with the basketball as it gets a little sloppy here. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Darren Faulkner.
That's going to put us at the line, I believe.
That is the 7th team foul on the Bearcats. We're into 1-1. 57.9 seconds to go as you get a look at Charles Pierre-Lewis of Lorain. And he'll be at the line for a 1-1. Charles Pierre-Lewis, 9 points tonight, including 3 free throws. For Bedford, checking back into the ball game, James Jones. Free throw by Charles Pierre-Lewis, no good. Had a basket there by the Titans, but Bob, I missed it. One of the Titans got it.
Now, I was distracted.
I saw that.
Did we hit both of those?
No, we got a rebound.
Okay.
Under 40 seconds to go. Your fan club keeps growing, Bob, and they come here to wish you well. We're going to get a couple of free throws for the Bearcats.
Another good cut off a back screen on the weak side. That's tough to defend.
Free throw up and in. Second free throw, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Marquay Blackwright. Gets it ahead to Sean Brooks.
31 seconds.
Brooks. Titans are down by 2, 28-26. Right side, Charles Pierre-Lewis, cross court for Little. Will the Titans go for the last shot with 20 seconds to go in the half? We shall see. Jalil Little looks, goes back to Marquay Blackwright. Over to Jalil Little with 10 seconds to go in the half. Titans trail by 2.
Let's get going now.
6 seconds. Little left side, threw it away. 3.5 seconds to go in the half, and it'll give it back to Bedford.
Let's go, fellas. Pick up, pick up. We're not picked up. 3.5 seconds is a long time.
Bedford's going to take a full timeout.
Are you kidding? With 3.5 seconds left in the half?
I don't understand that. Their second timeout, they've got 3 remaining. Thank you very much. Terry Trout tells us that the basket was Marquay Blackwright. Great job by Terry Trout, one of our directors, along with Joe Bach. Thanks to him, Marquay Blackwright with the basket that we weren't able to see.
I'll tell you, this better be the world's greatest play coming out of this timeout with 3.5 seconds left in the half.
Boy, that's the second timeout for Bedford. They have 3 remaining, and I'm surprised at that.
Wow. Let's see what comes out of this. Because to burn a timeout with just 3.5 seconds left, sideline out of bounds about 65 feet away from the basket, you might want that timeout later on in this game.
2-point Bedford lead, 28-26. late stages, first half, junior varsity basketball. Again, we're glad you could join us on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Okay.
Club TV 20, all the kids that work in Club TV 20 are here tonight.
They're going to line up in a line, and they're going to hope that we come up and guard them, which we didn't.
Bringing it across midcourt. They get it inside. The shot goes up, and they make
are
it.
you kidding?
Wide open, and they make it James Jones. So maybe it was worth it. Bedford draws up a play, and they get an easy basket. We played one half of basketball. It's Bedford 30, Lorain 26. We'll be back with the start of the second half right after this timeout. You're watching boys junior varsity basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Is your child's sports performance inconsistent? Does she seem to be a few steps behind the soccer ball? Is he swinging early or late at the baseball? An eye coordination problem could be at the root of your child's difficulties. Vision screenings can be misleading because they are not designed to test all of the visual skills necessary for sports performance or for reading and learning. For more information on sports and vision, visit the website for the College of Optometrist and Vision Development at covd.org.
Is magic really magic? If a deal is too good to be true, well, don't be fooled. There is no magic. Credit Max Auto has a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
And welcome back. Start of the third quarter. Lorain with a basketball. They trail 30-26. We were tied at 12 after one. Bedford outscored Lorain 18-14 in the second quarter to go up 30-26. We'll get to the 5 on the floor for Lorain. There you have the ball. They're in white. Bedford, the defending team, in green. Loose on the floor, and it's stolen by Bedford. Here come the Bearcats.
Rob, we have had trouble attacking the zone, no doubt about it.
Barry Sweeney, a step back three, missed it. Rebound, Robert Davis. Davis outlets it, but he threw it away. It's Davis, Charles Pierre Lewis, Deshaun Brooks, Jalil Little, Marquay Black Wright. Original starting 5 on the floor for Matt Killian's team. Bedford is going to counter with Trenton Cloud. Barry Sweeney. Sweeney with the ball. Stolen by Charles Pierre. Lewis lays it up and in.
Good denial.
And the outlet pass they get to Faulkner, who had a big first half. Faulkner's going to drive, step back, put it up, and hit it. Let's get to the scoring in the first half. For Lorain, Little had 4. Black Wright had 4. It was Brooks with 5. Pierre Lewis with 9. Chavis had 4. There's Pierre Lewis's pass inside. Deshaun Brooks scores. For Bedford, we've got a timeout for the Bearcats, and they've got 2 left. For the Bearcats in the first half, Cadwell had 2. It was Sweeney with 3. Jones with 4. Faulkner with 13. Off the bench, Bender had 2, and Wilkins had 5. Timeout to start the third quarter. It gives us time to tell you about our friends at Credit Max. We've got a new location in Lorain. They're at Earring, Colorado Avenue on the east side of Lorain, and they've got good used cars, good quality used cars for you. If you've had bad credit, maybe you've had a bankruptcy, maybe you've had a divorce, whatever you've gone through, been laid off from your job, something happened to you, and you've got to reestablish your credit a little bit. Get a great quality used car from Credit Max, 366-3066. Again, 366-3066. They've been in Elyria since 2010. They noticed they couldn't get people from Lorain to come to the Elyria store, so they decided, instead of fighting it, they just bought a second store in Lorain. So go give them a visit. They're really unique in what they do. They're going to find, they want to talk to you, they're going to find a payment that you can afford and give you a car that you can be proud of. Bearcats lead by 2. They only have 2 timeouts remaining.
That could come back to haunt them, no doubt.
There's a steal, and Charles Pierre Lewis.
Oh, come on.
Got the rebound. He's going to scoop it up and missed it again.
Stay with it.
Fight for it. Bearcats have it. The outlet. Brooks has it. Gets knocked out of bounds to who? It should be Lorain ball.
I would think so. It wasn't off of Brooks, in my opinion. Yeah.
And it will be Lorain ball. Robert Davis to inbound. Here's a look at Matt Killian, head coach of Lorain. In the background was Robert Johnson, the head coach of the JVs for Bedford. Charles Pierre Lewis with a skip pass. Deshaun Brooks for 3, and he hit it.
There you go. It's the second one that skipping the basketball. Brooks has hit the three.
Brooks with 10, 5 1/4. Titans lead 33-32. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. In baseline right, Faulkner around the perimeter. Back pass to Faulkner inside, puts it up and in. Faulkner with 17 to lead everybody. 34-33. And losing it out of bounds to Sean Brooks. It'll be Bedford basketball. Inbounding. Josh Cadwell, his inbound pass is going to be too far, but Bedford somehow comes away with it.
Bedford having trouble against our pressure.
Yes, they are. And with the basketball is Kenny Wilkins.
And that's what that last timeout was all about.
Wilkins gets it ahead to Trenton Cloud. Around the perimeter, they get it. When in doubt, get it to Faulkner. Faulkner with the basketball. On the drive, they're going to kick it outside. A three ball goes up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound to Sean Brooks.
Okay, Brooks has got to be careful. Don't force it.
Driving in, Charles Pierre-Louis puts it up off the glass and rim. No good. Rebound, Kenny Wilkins for Bedford. Bedford basketball, they lead by 1. A tight game in the junior varsity. On the drive, Faulkner eludes the defense, and he scored. Boy, nice job by Darren Faulkner not to pick up the charge.
We were set up to take the charge, and he just went right around it.
That's one way to avoid it, right? Charles Pierre-Louis has it. Lewis top of the circle. Get it to Jalil Little. 3-point lead. A corner three ball by Brooks, and we're tied. Deshaun Brooks with a big third quarter, Bob. He's got 8 in the quarter.
Yeah, I believe that's his third three. Now, if he could keep that up and cut out the turnovers, we'd be okay.
Tied at 36 with 3:35 to go in the third quarter. You get a good look at Kenny Wilkins. Now he'll get it to Faulkner. Around the perimeter, nice inside the cut, but blocked from behind by Brooks. Took a little too long for Cadwell to get rid of it, and that cost him 2 points.
See, they're pretty good. Bedford's pretty good. When they reverse the basketball, their post person sets a back screen on the weak side, and they were about to get a layup right there, but Brooks bailed us out.
We're tied at 36, a little more than halfway through the third quarter. An open three, they'll take it by Kenny Wilkins, no good. Offensive rebound, and they put it up, no. Loose ball on the floor, Chavis has it. Chavis got it ahead, Chavis with it. Chavis gets rid of it to Charles Pierre-Louis. Charles Pierre-Louis with the dribble. Pierre-Louis, baseline right, Deshaun Brooks for three. That's his fourth three of the ball game, his third of the quarter.
That was from deep in the corner.
He's got 11 in the quarter, and it's 39-36 Lorain, and we got a whistle and a foul in the backcourt, Charles Pierre-Louis.
Yeah. But Brooks is not shy.
No, he's not. And
no, but he's got a nice release. I haven't seen him play much before, but I mean, you can. Obviously, he has a great release, good rotation on a basketball.
You're
nice
going to
job.
see exactly what you're talking about right there as he splashes home that three ball. Good job by the replay here by the Club TV 20 members. We'll get to their names at our next timeout. 3 in the air by the Bedford Bearcats, missing it. Offensive rebound back up. It's going to be blocked by Chavis out of bounds to Bedford. I will tell you this, though. I never understand this. Varsity coach Pete Priolo. I never understand varsity coaches standing up screaming during a JV game. They can get a technical, Bob.
Yeah, I know.
And it carries over to the varsity.
Yep.
Putting it up and hitting a three ball, it's our man with no name. 4 points.
Oh, heat check.
Brooks another three. That one
was
is
a
short.
Heat check.
And we're going to get a jump ball. And the alternating possession arrow will go to Bedford. As it's 39-38, Titans lead by 1. You see the score right there on your television. Titans by 1, 2:20 to go in the third. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Brooks. Yeah.
And it will be Deshaun Brooks with the foul. Yeah. Brooks will come out. Charles Pierre-Louis comes in. And evidently that foul on the floor, so we won't have free throws. Faulkner inbounds. Around the perimeter, open three, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Walter Turner for Lorain. Titans basketball, they lead by 1. A little over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. In the backcourt, Charles Pierre-Louis gets it as it was tapped back by the Bearcats. 3-ball up, no good. And missing that one was Jalil Little. Pass ahead, putting it up, and missing the layup there was Dante Harris of Bedford. Titans with it, Jalil Little. Titans by 1, Turner. He and Little play catch around the perimeter, Bob.
Brooks not in the game.
Nope, they took him out for Charles Pierre-Louis. That's Charles Pierre-Louis right there. Back to Jalil Little, got it inside. Mark Black right and score.
That's just good zone offense right there. Finding the hole in the zone, penetrating the seam.
I know you're hitting from the 3-ball, but sometimes you settle for that so quickly. I always think you can get that 3 later. Go inside first.
That last one, that Brooks took was definitely a heat check. You want to see if he's still hot.
Offensive rebound, Faulkner, he scored.
Good up and under.
He has 21, 8 in the quarter. Walter Turner at the other end, offensive charge.
Good call.
As the Bedford Bearcats were falling like bowling pins on that one.
That was a good call.
41-40, Lorain leads by 1 with 1:02 to go in the third.
Okay, Brooks back in. Now I notice, he looks like he could be a good player. He's 6'3", he's a real sophomore. He gets a little distracted sometimes. I mean, he gets that intensity and concentration there. I mean, that's a young man I can tell can be a good player down the road.
Sweeney with it into the front court. Under a minute to go in the third. Left wing 3-ball up and in and stroking that one, Bob.
I don't know why we're not picked up on that.
James Jones.
I mean, we had the same thing happen on 2 out-of-bounds plays.
43-41. Titans trail by 2. Pass is going to get knocked away, but it's knocked back to Charles Pierre-Louis. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cross-court pass to Deshaun Brooks. He puts it up, no good, around the rim and out. Rebound comes down to James Jones for Bedford. He gets it to Kenny Wilkins. Wilkins, cross-court pass, got it to James Jones. Jones a step back, corner 3, no good. Rebound Chavis, long outlet for Charles Pierre-Louis. Stops, puts it up, no, tip back up, no. And the Bearcats will rip down the rebound. Long outlet is going to be intercepted.
Nice.
By Chavis.
Nice job by Chavis.
5 seconds in the quarter. Brooks has it. Brooks will take one more 3. Oh, yes! Deshaun Brooks made 4 threes in the quarter. And the Titans lead by 1. After 3 our score. Lorain 44, Bedford 43. You're watching Junior Varsity Boys Basketball on WLCS TV 20. Home of Lorain City Schools Television.
For the thousands of wounded warriors returning from battle, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a unique program that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. The Warriors to Work program also works with employers to find the right job for the right warrior. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Why do you let car dealers treat you like you're stupid? Just because you've had credit problems doesn't mean you're stupid. Credit Max Auto treats you with dignity and respect. We have a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
Start of the fourth quarter. Lorain with a basketball and a 1-point lead, 44-43.
Oh, good. They're playing man.
Lorain outscored Bedford 18-13. 12 of those were 3-pointers by Deshaun Brooks, and they lead by 1 heading into the fourth quarter.
And consequently, they come out in the fourth quarter playing man-to-man because of the 3-point barrage.
Yeah, good point. Putting up the shot, missing it, but being fouled was Kenny Wilkins.
And I'm glad because I'll tell you, JV team runs their man offense really well. They spread the floor just like in the freshman game. It's the same principle. Pass, cut, and fill, back cut, set a pick, curl cut. I mean, they make you defend. I mean, they do it very well.
2 free throws, first one by Wilkins, no good. Titans lead by 1, 44-43. Deshaun Brooks, Charles Pierre-Louis, Jalil Little, Markway Black right, and Robert Davis are the 5 on the floor for Lorain to begin the fourth quarter. Second free throw, round ribbon out. Rebound Davis for Lorain. Gets his outlet pass to Marquay Black right. He'll hand it off to Jalil Little. Little with the basketball. Little gets a screen from Davis. Little will put up the shot, no, but a foul, and that's on Darren Faulkner. Darren Faulkner with a foul. Barryon Sweeney, Darren Faulkner, Trenton Cloud, Kenny Wilkins, and James Jones, 5 on the floor for Bedford to begin the fourth quarter. Free throw, no good. Jalil Little, 4 points in the game, all in the first half. Titans lead by 1 with 6:26 to go in the game. Little around the rim, missed them both. Bedford's James Jones with a rebound. Jones into the front court, hands it off to his teammate Sweeney. Sweeney jump stop, put it up and in.
Wow, he knifed right through the defense. Wow.
He did.
Very quick.
He's got 5 with the basketball. Charles Pierre-Lewis put it up off the rim, no good. Rebound Wilkins for Bedford. Kenny Wilkins quickly into the front court. Got to stop him. He goes to the paint, put it up off the glass and in. Bob, you've talked about it. They've got to stop the dribble penetration.
You have to stop the ball in transition.
47-44, Bedford by 3. Under 6 minutes to go in this junior varsity game. Titans have lost 1 on the season, Bedford 3. Robert Davis, cross-court pass. Gets it to Charles Pierre-Lewis. It's knocked away. And driving to the basket and being fouled is going to be
on Brooks.
Darren Faulkner, and the foul on Brooks.
Well, maybe you start the quarter. Bedford coach was right. I mean, who took that timeout? Lorain did. I mean, maybe he was right. He went to man-to-man, and, we're struggling. We're turning it over. They're quick.
Well, we've got a minute here as you look at the Bedford huddle. Want to recognize these Club TV 20 members for all their help tonight. These are the kids that are doing all the hard work, get you the camera work, whether it's up top or here on the baseline, or they're over there with Joe Bach, Terry Trout. It's Alexis Sexton, Alondra Reyes, Autumn Sexton, Brianna Nethers, Connor Galloway, Daniel Lopez, Dominique Bennett, and Monica Amador. So again, thanks to each and every one of those young people here with Club TV 20 helping to bring you tonight's game. It's been a good one.
It is a good one. We've turned it over against their quickness, their defensive quickness. When they play man, and we drilled it with the 3 ball when they were in the zone. That might have been, I was glad to see him go to man because I know how well we run our offense. Might have been the right call by the Bedford coach.
5:34 to go in the basketball game. The Bearcats lead it by 3. They've outscored Lorain 4-0 in the fourth quarter, and it'll be Darren Faulkner, who's been public enemy number 1. If you're a Lorain fan, he's got 21 in the game.
Let's look at his shot.
Looks good to me.
Pretty good.
He's got 22. He dresses on the varsity. He's 6'3" junior. Faulkner takes his time. Deep breath. That one's short, but he got his own rebound. Back up, and no good off the glass and rim. Offensive rebound, back up and in. They hit the glass. Cadwell makes it. He's got 4. 50-44. Bearcats by 6. Jalil Little into the front court. He is going to be fouled by Barryon Sweeney at midcourt. But that is only the second team foul on Bedford. Wow. 5:19 to go in the game. Just 2 fouls on Bedford. Stay tuned. Varsity basketball after this one.
Well, we have to stop turning it over and stop forcing shots. Those 2 things. Now they're back into a zone now.
Jalil Little measuring the defense. Goes right side to Deshaun Brooks. Back to Charles Pierre-Lewis, and he got it to Marquay Black Right, and Black Right was
We got bailed out.
Yep.
We got bailed out right there.
Foul on Barryon Sweeney. Up top, Jalil Little with it. Pass on the left wing. Back to Little around the perimeter. Deshaun Brooks, a long three, that's short. Offensive rebound. Little back up off the rim and in. So they hit the offensive rebound and they trail by 4, 50-46, under 5 minutes to go in the game. Driving in, and we got a whistle and a foul, and that one's going to go on Charles Pierre-Louis. Is driving the basketball. You get a look at the young man right there, Josh Cadwell, a sophomore. Coming back in for Bedford, Trenton Cloud.
6th foul. They go to the line on the next.
Inbound, Faulkner. Faulkner puts it up. No good. And an offensive rebound. Sweeney with the offensive board, but he double dribbles. So the Titans catch a break, trailing by 4. Lorain has 3 timeouts left. Bedford with 2, and 4:39 to go in the ball game. Robert Johnson, head coach of Bedford, talking with the official. You see him right there on your screen. Jalil Little gets it into the front court to Charles Pierre-Louis. Back to Little. Now it looks like Bedford's back in the zone.
Yeah.
Brooks cross court for Charles Pierre-Louis. Goes up strong, off the glass and in. And we got a timeout for Lorain. Lewis with 13. And at 4:23 to go in the game, the Titans trail by 2, 50-48.
Interesting timeout. I'm anxious to see what we do coming out of this.
Well, look at everybody working hard right now, Bob. You look around here, all the Club TV 20 members are working. Terry Trout, Joe Bach being helped, and there's Bob Schlembaker standing there. Well, Bob's doing what he does best.
There you go. He's not hearing you, but they are. Terry hears you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm anxious to see what we do coming out of this timeout.
I just hope they charge Bob $6 to get in here today. 4:23 to go in the game. Bedford trails 50-48. Or I should say Bedford leads by 2, 50-48. And the Bearcats to inbound. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, what we did was we took off the aggressive full court heat, and we're going back to a little much more passive.
Kenny Wilkins breaks the press, puts it up, no good. And the rebound is ripped down by the Titans. They get it ahead to Charles Pierre-Louis. Tough shot, tough angle, almost made it. But he misses, and Barryon Sweeney quickly gets it ahead. They get it to Trenton Cloud. He lays it up and in.
Well, that's Bedford basketball right there. They run, have always.
And quickly running at the other end, Charles Pierre-Louis misses. Marquay Black right with the return is good. Bob, I think we're going to have a heck of a finish here. Titans are down by 2 with 3:45 to go.
Well, we get the ball back.
It'll be Lorain basketball. 3:40 to go in the ball game. Titans trail by 2.
Now they're back to man-to-man.
Marquay Black right. Gets the top of the key. Now they're going to go Jalil Little, the left elbow jumper, and we're tied.
Nice little curl cut there.
Jalil Little with a basket. We're tied at 52 with 3:20 to go in the ball game. It's anybody's game in this junior varsity contest. They get it into Faulkner. Faulkner goes up, blocked from behind by Jalil Little, out of bounds. It'll go to who?
That's right.
Oh, we're going to get a pushing foul on Bedford.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. He reached in.
Foul on Kenny Wilkins.
And lucky he didn't get teed because he barked at the official.
That is only the 4th team foul on Bedford this half with 3:11 to go in the contest. It'll be Jalil Little with it on the right side. Wow. Get the basketball.
They changed defenses again.
And it's a 1-2-2 zone or 1-3-1 zone?
It's a 3-2, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
1-2-2, 3-2, same thing.
Looking it over are the Titans. We're tied at 52 under 3 minutes to play. Alongside Bob Braskich, I'm Rob Polinsky.
Okay, now this is pretty interesting. There's no way they're going to sit back in that and allow 2:36 to run off the clock.
As the Titans just hang on to the ball as Bedford sits back in his zone.
Yeah.
Charles Pierre-Louis directing the offense, getting him where he wants. We're down to 2:25 to go.
Well,
everybody takes a collective breath here, Bob.
Well, didn't you and I do a game where the ball was held for 2 minutes last year or the beginning of this year. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure.
You know, in a triple header, I don't mind this. Speaking selfishly, gives us a chance to collect our breath. What a good basketball game. You know, it's the chess match between the coaches.
Yeah.
I don't blame Lorain for hanging on to it.
No, I don't
Bedford's
either.
gonna sit back.
We have the basketball. It's in our advantage.
It's a tie game at 52, each team with 2 timeouts. They go for the press or the trap. Jalil Little put up a tough shot, didn't need to take it, missed it. Got his own
Left
rebound
hand,
and he
yes.
scored.
Nice.
So Bedford pressured, and then Lorain went into their offense. They get an offensive rebound, and they lead by 2. 90 seconds to go. Timeout, Bedford.
Wow.
Bedford timeout.
They're down to 1.
They've got 1 timeout remaining, as Bob just told you. 1:31 to go. The Titans lead by 2. Bedford basketball.
Well, you know, the last timeout that Coach Killian took, he backed off his defense because he didn't want to give up a layup. He thought that, you know, they were burning us, making us pay for pressing, and I think that was a good call by Coach Killian, because we went from down by 4 to up by 2. Here, again, what you want to do is you want to contain the basketball. Bedford is a good team off the dribble. If you've got to take a step back, there's nothing wrong with that. Contain the dribble, then check out and rebound the ball. I mean, that's what you have to do right now. Containment.
54-52. Titans lead by 2. Bedford with a basketball. Now, if you're wondering, Bedford tonight has made 5 3-point field goals, 4 different players. So a 3 would give them the lead. A 2 would tie it. To me, you just take your first best shot.
Oh, absolutely. But it's their nature. They're the kind of ball club. They're going to try to beat you off the dribble.
Gets it on the left side. The 3 ball by Wilkins. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Loose on the floor. Picked up in the corner. And they're going to say out of bounds from Bedford. It'll be Lorain basketball.
Oh, yeah.
With 1:16 to go. And there you see for the Titans inbounding the basketball, Marquay Black right.
Tough spot to inbound from right there.
In the backcourt, being pressured, whistling what? We got a player from each team
on the
floor. A whistle away from the ball, foul on the Bearcats. That's just going to be the 16th foul, so no free throws. Foul on Wilkins. Next foul on, that's just the 15th foul.
Players getting a little chippy out there.
They still have 1 to give. There's 1:16, a lot of time. They get it inbounded to Jalil Little. Little into the front court. Got it to Charles Pierre-Lewis.
Nice!
Scored.
Yes!
Titans by 4, a little more than a minute to go. Kenny Wilkins with it. Wilkins drives, scoops, and scores.
Wow.
It's down to a 2-point game.
Just great offense right there. Let's go, make yourself available.
Charles Pierre-Lewis into the front court, got it to Jalil Little. Bedford's got a foul, down by 2.
Now's when you really have to pass and cut hard. First open man.
Charles Pierre-Lewis with the basketball, got it to Jalil Little. Little's going to drive, he's going to scoop and miss it. Rebound, offensive rebound, Black right.
32 seconds.
And they get it inside, the layup goes up, no, and they miss it. It goes out of bounds to who?
Bedford
basketball.
Oh, no.
With 25 seconds. They did such a good job of passing. Bedford didn't foul them. They still have a foul to give. But why? The Titans shot twice, didn't have to.
No, you're absolutely right. The initial shot that started that whole sequence, I thought was unnecessary.
Bedford 2 to tie, 3 to win it. 20 seconds to go. With the basketball, long pass to get it ahead to Kenny Wilkins. We're going to whistle and what? I think the last time
they took their last time out. We do not have a foul to give. I wish we did. Bedford player down on the floor.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see. One of the young men got hurt at half court.
Yeah.
Being helped off. They're going to have to get somebody else into the game.
Right. We do not have a foul to give. They go to the line on our next foul. It would be sure nice to have one, but we don't.
Barryon Sweeney, the good point guard, is hurt. He's out of the game. Checking in for him is Dante Harris. Titans lead by 2, 56-54. Bedford, no timeouts remaining. Lorain has 2. If you're Bedford here, Bob, on the road, do you go for the win? Do you go for the 2 in overtime?
You try to get the 2. I mean, I say you go for the 2, but if you're Lorain here, they're out of timeouts. If you deny everything, and not get back cut for a layup, they can't take a timeout, to save the possession. They're out of timeouts. I mean, it might not be a bad idea, although I don't think we're doing it.
Harris to inbound. They get it into Wilkins. 13 seconds. Pass cross court, Faulkner. Faulkner gets it on the right side. Driving the baseline. It's knocked away. Loose on the floor. Picked up. Off the back of the rim. No good. Back up. And no good. Tipped around.
Yes.
Titans have it, and that'll do it.
Oh, 2 shots. Point blank range. It's not over, though.
No, I think it is. It's over.
It is? Okay.
No, when the referees run off the floor, it's over.
Oh, wow. We dodged the bullet.
So the Lorain Titans win it. Final score, the Titans 56, the Bedford Bearcats 54. What a ball game you just saw. For the Titans, they now improve to 12-1. And for Bedford, with a loss, they're going to drop to 6-4. So again, our junior varsity. All right, scoring by quarters. We were tied at 12 after 1. Bedford led at halftime 30-26. It was Lorain outscoring Bedford 18-13 in the third quarter to go up 44-43. And Lorain outscored them in the fourth quarter 12-11 to win it 56-54. Bob, your final thoughts on this?
Well, they had 2 point blank. This might be a good night for us. They had 2 point blank tips that just fell out of the rim, and obviously we secured the final rebound. That was an exciting JV game. A lot of fun. But the big one's coming up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It is coming up.
Bedford undefeated in the Lake Erie League. Has 2 losses on the season. One to St. Ed's, who, believe me, they're very good. I've seen them play. And I believe the other one was the Garfield. So, I mean, they have been beaten, but they're undefeated in the Lake Erie League. They come in with good size and good athleticism. I've talked to the Lorain coaching staff, who has scouted them very thoroughly. They say they're loaded. And I'll tell you, one thing you've got to do when you play Bedford, and we're taking the floor right now, is you've got to get back on defense. Historically, Bedford runs with the basketball. You can't give up any transition baskets to these guys, or many. They're going to get a couple, but you can't give up many.
As we go through the scoring for you for the Lorain Titans in the junior varsity game tonight, Jalil Little had 10. It was Marquay Black-Wright with 8. Deshaun Brooks had 19, including 5 3-point field goals. Charles Pierre-Lewis with 15. 52 points from the starting 5 for the Lorain JV. Starting and not scoring was Robert Davis. Off the bench, Carlos Chavis had 4. 4 off the bench, 52 from the starters, gives Lorain JV 56 points. For Bedford, it was Josh Cadwell with 4. Barryon Sweeney had 5. He got hurt late. That was big.
Yeah, that was.
With him getting hurt in the ball game. It was James Jones with 9 points, and Darren Faulkner led everybody in the junior varsity game. He had 22. 40 points from the starting 5 for the Bedford Bearcats. Off the bench, it was Kenny Wilkins had a solid game with 9, and there was so off the bench, he had 14 points, 40 from the starters, gave Bedford their total of 54. Well, that's going to wrap it up for our JV game. We'll take this time out. We'll be back with varsity basketball, boys varsity basketball. Again, our final score of the junior varsity contest, it was Lorain 56, Bedford 54. You're watching junior varsity basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.